everybody, how's it going? This is MrYourWilly, and it's a Showcase Showdown Part 2. I know it's been quite a while since I did the last Showcase Showdown Part 1. I apologize for that, been very busy with the holiday, and actually another main reason of it is the person who took 5th place, for some reason the file got corrupted, so I wasn't able to replay the gameplay footage of it, and he doesn't have it on his file share anymore. So I waited about a week or so for him to hopefully get my message to put it back on his file share, and he has yet to do so. So unfortunately I can't show you the 5th place winner. Went ahead and put the name and the map name in there anyways, so you can go ahead and check and see if he's put it up since this video has been posted. But anyways, I'm just going to go ahead and skip to number 4. Alright, so at number 4 we have Infrared's map, Infected Cheese. Now this one does have a custom game type to it, so definitely make sure that you're playing it with that, else you won't be able to play the game properly. Especially since with the game type enabled, it allows you to pick up custom weapons that are not custom weapons, but weapons that are laid out around the map, like the needle and rockets and that kind of stuff. So it's very useful to use it with that. Now this map's a lot of fun because it's, as you can see, designed kind of like a mouse maze. So there's all these like dead ends and all that kind of corners and pathways that you can follow and get lost in. But it's not a very large map. It's only one floor, so it's not like you can, get confused with the radar or anything. And it's not too large of a map, so definitely don't play this with too many people. But I mean, we had I think around like 10 or so people on this map, and it was a lot of fun with even that many people. Now this map is it's very interesting because it is a maze style map, and that can cause a lot of problems with dead ends where people can like kind of camp in certain areas. But the way he set up the game type with the zombies being pretty fast and all that, you can't actually camp too easily, especially if you get overswarmed like what you saw in the previous scene. Also, when you're the last man standing, you're extremely fast. When you're the zombie, you spawn in this little cage and see people can kind of visit you and say hi before they get scared and run off. So definitely make sure you pay attention because a teleporter will spawn in there to let you escape. Now, number 3 is Skid514. His map is Embrace. It's a team SWAT map. It's not a very large map, so don't go playing this with 8 versus 8 or anything. We played, I think, a 4 versus 4 game, or it was around that size, and it was just enough people. It's also a multi-floored map, which made it very interesting, especially with the look of the map. I really like how he has these hallways going into different parts of it, and he had like the central room that you could get to. It also kind of had a bumper head, if you remember my map, bumper head set up on the top floor, where if you use that jet you can get your head stuck on the roof, or if you jump off the edges you can kind of get your head stuck up on the roof there. And so that kind of added a nice little dimension there as well, so that was very nice. Now I'm gonna go ahead and kind of quiet down while I show you these interesting battles that happen, and I'll be back when I show number 2. Alright, now at number 2 we have Resolution by LT Orange Juice. Now Lieutenant Orange Juice actually made this map for territories, so definitely make sure you play it with the right game type. At least that's the one we played it on, and it was a lot of fun, especially the way that it's set up. It's symmetrical, which made it a nice balanced gameplay, and it was actually quite a bit of fun grabbing some of the power weapons like the hammer and rocket launcher, just running in there and just swarming into these different territories. It's definitely a map that you want to work on as a team, else you won't get very far. We ended up having quite a good team dynamic, so when we were the defending team, we actually did pretty good. I think we still had 3 or 2 of the territories left and on the attacking side, we almost got the last one. It was a really close match. This lower area though is quite a lot of fun. It gets quite hectic, especially since there's so many entrances, and you can easily get there with some of the power weapons like the hammer and the rocket launcher, that kind of thing. So there's always explosions and whatnot going in there, chucking grenades and that kind of fun stuff. So when you go into that lower room, definitely be careful and watch what might be rolling in. And obviously when you get the rocket launcher, don't try and shoot yourself in the face. It never works. I tried it before. Yeah, I didn't survive. But anywho, I do hope that you check out these maps, and I do want to mention now that if you do go to their file share and the map's not on there, you need to message them on their gamer tag and let them know if you wish to download it, because, you know, they might have removed it to put another map on, or didn't think anybody was interested in it, so temporarily removed it for that purpose. So just let them know if you wish to download it, as commenting on the video itself won't actually get much accomplished, unfortunately. There is a few things that you want to keep track of on this one. At the very last territory, the one that's closest to the defending base, that one's really hard to get to because it's right where they spawn. So my suggestion to you is try and take that one first while they're distracted with another base. So maybe have somebody trying to take the one closest to you and someone sneaks around and tries to get the one furthest from you, because that will definitely help you out at the end. Like I said, we got pretty much every territory but that last one, just because it was so hard to get to. Now for Willy's top pick, which is number 1, was the map Rotunda. It's Rotunda 2.0 from TheWombatOfDoom. Now this map is a King of the Hill mongoose style map, and you're in the circular room. Now one thing I do wish to suggest is if you play this map on the game type that they have, or he has, its default has grenades, which is good for a small group of people. We had nearly 16, if not 16 people playing on this map, and grenades was just too much of a nuisance. So if you're playing with any group larger than, I'd say, 8, go into the game options and turn off grenades by default, because it definitely got kind of annoying with that. But other than that, the game type's a lot of fun, and with a smaller group of people, even with grenades, it's still actually quite a blast. I had a lot of fun on this map. I actually kind of showcased this one on a secret film. I was playing this after a Chatting with Willy event, and we filmed it and hosted it on a secret films. Since then, he's actually redesigned it, changed how the room looked and all that stuff, and resubmitted it for the new showcase Showdown. So this is from the newest version of it. I don't know if he's changed the map since then, but either way, definitely make sure you download the newest version of it and have a blast with your friends. Oh man, I just love watching these vehicles go flying. Now you gotta be careful, because partway in the map, kill ball comes rolling in and will kill anything in its path. I've accidentally, well, that guy just ran into it, but I had my back turned to it, and all of a sudden this kill ball just goes rolling over me. Either way, I hope you guys have enjoyed the film so far. I shall talk to you all later, and enjoy the rest of this film. This is MrYourWilly signing off. Adios.
Ill control. Ill control. Ill view.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the film. As always, subscribe above, comment below, and like, and go on my main channel to watch all of my other awesome videos. I shall see you all later. This is MrYourWilly signing off. Adios.